Alrighty, so I am going to be making 8 videos. All right, this is the first video. This first video is just going to go over what I'm doing for the next 7 days. So, for the next 7 days, I'm going to be doing a countdown to the new year of what you should be focusing on when you see that video. Okay, also, I'm going to be asking, how are you showing up for yourself? And what do you need to do to prepare for the upcoming year? Okay. Whenever you see this message is when you're supposed to see it. Okay. Um, and again, with energy, as you all know, energy changes every moment. Okay. That's the truth. All right. Energy changes every moment. You are someone who is at a point where you are required, and when I say required, you required of yourself, to speak the truth, to honor yourself, to pour back into yourself, to make sure that you are being treated as you treat others, and reflecting on that always. This is our values deck. It's the values deck mixed with playing cards. All right, so also in that energy, you are coming out of a cycle of completion, and you know this, okay? So for those of you watching this video, these are things that you already know. I'm just here to confirm it, okay? So when I say you resonate your messages, that's what I mean. I'm giving the messages that are coming out based on the energy that I'm getting, the focus that I have, and my intentions, okay? And again, remember, this is for the upcoming year. I'm going to be doing a countdown, a 7-day countdown, all right? This video doesn't count as one. This is just letting you know what I'm going to be doing. So again, you're somebody who speaks the truth. You honor yourself. You also recognize that you have to get out of your own way. And when I say that, at times we may be in our own way. All right, you already know this. So you recognize that sometimes in order to complete the cycle or get to this next point that you're looking to get to, whether it's your manifestation, your goal, a destination, etc., is going to require you to get out of the way. And when I say you, it's the you that you're not necessarily blocking anything. You're just not going with the flow. And that could be because you don't know where the flow is going. All right. You're somebody that honors truth. So you got to be like so 100% sure that this is the way that you're supposed to go to flow. All right. So this is for a distinct amount of individuals. And of course, the number that I always focus on are sevens, but there's probably going to be at least 7,777 people that see these videos collectively, and that's intentional. Okay, for those of you who do not know me, hello, my name is Maisha, known as Conscious Connection with On Goddess here on platforms. And On Goddess just means I speak in love and facts. When I give the messages, that's the messages that I'm getting. And I'm also speaking always in protection and honor of us, okay, and how that aligns. Also, I do have the value of powerful intentions. So when I put out videos, my intention is for it to be a powerful igniter, catalyst, or whatever it needs to be for you, okay? And for those of you that don't know, I also am an author, and I have a nonprofit, Blue Girls Turn Gold. All right, so if you didn't know, that information is now in your subconscious, wherever you need to come back to it. But let's get back to this message, all right? So again, I'm going to be doing a 7-day countdown to the new year, all right? Whatever new year that is for you when you see this video, all right? Let's get into this values card. So this is basically talking about the things that you value, okay? You value a spiritual life. You value forgiveness. And also with that forgiveness, you understand forgiveness, okay? I may go into breaking that down a little later. right? But again, forgiveness, helpfulness, you honor honesty, loyalty. You have a mature love about yourself, which is kind of like this. You know how you can be all loving and all destroying? It's kind of like that energy, right? Mature. You understand how love progresses. You understand different stages of love. You now understand what is love to you and how you see and love yourself. Okay. You also resonate with knowing you have a deeper meaning in life. Okay. You're not just here just to be here. Okay. Of course, with that comes responsibility, and you also honor true friendships. Okay. Which means you may not have thousands of them, right? But you have very deep connections um, on a certain level with certain friendships that you have, and those are the ones that you honor. Okay. All right. How else will you resonate at this time? All right. You value pleasure. Take that as it resonates. We're not going to go too deep into that, but this is about you. Inside joke. Okay. You knowing what brings you pleasure. Okay. Meaning you know what things make you feel passionate. You know what things make you feel like, okay, I've done what I needed to do. All right. This is also a reminder for you to enjoy life. All right. And enjoying life comes with relaxation. It comes with, maybe trying something new. It comes with trying new foods, looking into just different avenues where you can kind of invest your time because you know it's going to give you pleasure, okay, in some way. All right, so let's see. We just barely hit 7 minutes, all right? So again, this is, my intention is for this to get to the 7,777 people it's supposed to get to, so that they know we're going to be doing a 7-day countdown, okay? You also value a world of beauty. You could like nature. You could like the arts. You basically just, you have a collective consciousness that we are all nature and that we all are belonging. Okay, that's what that universal value energy. And again, we got universal again. So a lot of love energy. You are somebody who aligns with wanting to correct injustices. You have care for the vulnerable. You have care for the mistreated. Okay, you honor fairness, like I said, truth and fairness. We also here have self-direction and security. So this is just a confirmation that you can do whatever it is that you choose to do, all right? You are self-directed. So speak about the things that it is that you choose to do. And then we have security, right? So you have a sense of belonging because you're self-directed. The reason why you're self-directed is because you can fit into any space, right? You are energy. So you can exist in any way that you choose to, right? But when you have a sense of belonging, that's when you feel the most pleasure. All right? Okay, all right. What else we got? Okay, we got some more universal benevolence and universal energy. Again, this is confirming mature love and having a deep emotional and spiritual intimacy. All right, and then also spiritual life. This is the same energy that's on this card. So I am going to do another video just because, these are coming out. But yes, definitely you value, deep emotional relationships, partnerships of that energy. You feel achieved when you have impact on others, and you do have an impact on others. You do influence people, okay? Kindness towards people with whom one is frequent personal contact, enhancing and preserving their welfare. Benevolence. Like I said, this deck is like it's not even like a tarot deck. It is a values deck, and I mixed it with playing cards because I like to do stuff like that. All right, we got ambition and choosing your own goals. What did I say? You get to direct yourself in the way that you choose to go. Okay? And you are very ambitious. All right, so that's let me know that again, you will be achieving whatever goals you set forth. Okay, because it's like you feel like you have to do it. You have to do it to feel completed. So therefore, that's where that ambition comes from. That's where that new inspired actions come from. Right? Because you feel achieved because you know you have to do it and you know it's going to get done. You may just not know how that's going to happen. All right. And again, the reason why you don't know is because at every moment you're choosing your own goal. You're choosing a destination. You're choosing which way to go. All right. You're self directed. All right. So we're going to close out the message and we're going into our 7-day countdown. Okay. So again, if you're seeing this, hey, welcome. Welcome to your final 7 days of whatever year we're in. Okay. Let's see. What closing messages do we have? We're going to do angel guide deck. So this is an angel. This is the angel guide deck. Is it angel guide? Yeah. I think this is angel guide deck by Kyle Gray. I just like the artwork on these, and I like the messages. And it's like a light-hearted deck. Sometimes I don't always want to pick up the tarot cards, because tarot cards carry a lot of energy for me. All right. Not that these don't. It's just a lighter energy. And I try to stay as much on that light as a feather side as possible. All right. Because this is a collective message. It's a lot, a lot of people, a lot of energy. But you know that. Okay. Let's get into it. What closing messages? Yeah, what closing messages will be the most powerful for you at this time? Yes, you are going through a transformation. And y'all already know I focus on self-transformation. Duh. We're always going through transformations, though. Y'all know that. All right, we got listening deeply. Again, that self-direction energy, that guardian angel energy, that protector, that mother, that nurturer, the universe, nature, God, however you resonate, right? Listening deeply into that. Okay. And then we have what? Ease and grace. So this is about as things continue to change, wherever you create. Now you have the space and time, wherever you create the space and time to allow yourself to just exist in ease and grace. All right. And last message before we go ahead, because I did this message too long. Let's see. Honesty and communication. All right, that's a confirmation of the very first energy we're getting out is communicating honestly, being honest, speaking the truth. Okay, in this transformation. But yep, we got honesty and communication. So I will see you guys on the next 7 videos. You'll see which ones you're supposed to see. All right, see ya.